So, to all our YouTube listeners, I am so happy to see so many people now coming through YouTube, responding to me and telling me they've been seeing our talks. And that's a good sign that more and more people are starting to remember, hey, wait, they're out there. So, welcome to all of you whenever you pop in here, because at any time you come here, you're here right now. So, welcome to CSL Charlotte. We are the Mind Body Spirit Center. Today, our talk topic is moving. Check this word out. Moving from the potential to the form. We're going to start with a short centering. And we're just going to relax our eyes by looking into the lap or just closing them, or whatever you choose. And now, the most important thing is to take that breath in to expand that body and let it go long so it can relax that body so you can hear. Your brain is clear and open for the message of the potential to the form. Now, that song, Let It Be, it's powerful. Every time I hear it, I feel the vibration of the quantum field just behind the words of that song and behind the words of just what I'm thinking when I hear the song. See, it reminds me that we got these tiny potentials, because that's what quantum is, the tiniest particle on Earth. And they're really not particles, they're waves. But these little potentials are always listening to us, and they are ready to respond to our reactions, to the way we feel, and that's the way we do it. So in the lyrics, he says, once you find that you don't need to go out and find a way back to life, it just comes back to you. So he believes it to be. But you see, life doesn't need force to return. It just needs permission. So the calmer you are, the more easier it is to allow and to let it feel like it's permitted to come into your life. Then he goes deeper. He said, the wind knows how to carry you along. But I know that the wind is part of the quantum field. So, yeah, the quantum field knows how to carry you along, right? So, besides that, it knows the path long before you do. But all you got to do is believe it to be, listen, sit with yourself and listen. Find your breath. Because once you learn, like he said in the song, how to let the wind or the quantum field carry you on, you're going to find that you are almost home. And every time you are almost home, that particular manifestation is ready to hatch. And you're going to get thousands and thousands more for the rest of your life. You're not done just because one great thing happened. Oh, no. I believe it to be. Let it be. So the thing about that is I hear physics. Though I hear the physics behind that surrender. Just let it be. Because I hear the moment that, even right now, I hear the moment that the potential begins moving toward the form. Because I can feel that thing's about to come. Oh, I've got this. And then he ends that whole thing. Each one of his choruses end with, I believe it to be. So I want to ask you this. Can you believe it to be? And if so, will you let it be? So what we're sharing here is something we value deeply. Ourselves, our minds, our bodies, our spirit. But I just allow anyone who feels fed by this spirit within themselves to support it. Because our community flows and it is sustained through your generous donations. So thank you for that part. And with that energy, open your mind and your hearts to moving from potential to the form. And the form is right here in this physical that you can see. So wiggle your fingers and your toes and connect your mind, body, and spirit. And now listen with that connection. So here's why that song, Let It Be, had to be the first song. Because it opens the door, and you heard the reading that Horace said between the two. What he means is it opened the door between the physical realm, which is what we're on, which we are on both, and the potential, the quantum field, the universe, whatever it is that you call it. Lately, to me, it's the quantum field where the potential exists, but it's the seen here, the unseen there, but we're a part of both worlds. Don't get it twisted. So the song also prepares us for moving from the potential to the form. Because again, I'm going to say it again, because I want you to really get this. We live in two realms at once, 24/7. The one you pay the most attention to is the one you're getting served by. You know that little saying that they have, which wolf should I feed? Okay. Or which wolf should I obey? Or which wolf gives me the best? Whatever you think about it, it's the one you feed. So the quantum field is one realm where every outcome exists in this beautiful potential or possibility. Potential, possibility, interchangeable. So the physical realm is what we actually see. The song, Let It Be, is the bridge between both of those realms. It represents when the potential is about to take form. Now, I want to share something. I saw it take form for me many mornings. Some mornings, maybe not, because it depends on what I fell asleep and forgot was on. So if I fell asleep and forgot that the TV was on or something like that, I may not get that. But everybody's different, so don't look for it the way I do it. But anyway, as it was quiet Thursday morning, I got one of those awakened moments. So I was between asleep and fully awake. Both of those worlds. I know when I'm there and I love it. So I don't move, I don't fuss, I don't do anything. I just ease. Let it be. I just surrender. I don't get up. Because I am clear that that's what's being done with me in the quantum field. And that's what it feels like to be part of the quantum field when I'm just letting it be. See, it's a realm of pure potential right then and there when I first wake up in the quantum field. And there, nothing, like you heard in the reading what Horace said, I want to reiterate. He said, nothing is solid yet, nothing is real, but everything is possible. There's a bunch of possibilities for every outcome in your life, but you got to observe it. So instead of rushing out of this realm in the morning, stay there. Choose to relax. Stay there, just waiting to see what is available. So in that still space on Thursday morning, and it's always something different for me, and I enjoy it. The screen of my mind showed me the word crunch. And then I saw an old Nestle Crunch bar from a couple of years ago. You know how they change labels, but I remember that one. And then I saw a few men going past me with neutral faces, and they were just floating through like signals rising from my consciousness. So that told me something's about to come through differently. So I got a new idea that day. So all that I do in the morning is just my awareness watching random images show themselves from the quantum field. So crunch doesn't mean the word crunch. Crunch means that it's time for me to step down on this thing because I'm about to do another new and major thing. And I did this other thing that I had the nerve to go do. And Shelly here, that's with us, she was one of the people that was involved in that 21 day. No, I did a 12-week plan. I'm sorry. I didn't do 21 yet, but I'm about to do a 21-day thing. But I did a 12-week, and each and every one of them people in that group mastered it. They've mastered their mind, body, and spirit. And I am excited about that. So next, while I was sitting there Thursday morning watching the Nestle's Crunch Bar and all of that, it was time to wake up. So I stretched my fingers and wiggled my toes and stretched my legs and everything. And then I grounded myself back into my physical form. But I believed it to be just what I said. The crunch means it's about to happen. Not sure what. So that's what living between the quantum field and the physical form feels like, especially when I'm sitting with myself. So in the form, which is where I ended up in the rest of the day, but a lot of it is every now and then I try to think about what that meant. That means I'm going back to the field. But I can see where the quantum field stops being the potential and starts being me throughout the day. Does that make sense? I practice seeing it and feeling it all day long because I want to remember. Because anytime I remember it, I say, oh, okay, whenever I get a chance to go back, I start thinking about, oh, yeah, what was that about? And okay, all right, then it comes back to me. But as I wake up in the morning, because let me tell you something, there's nothing happening yet. Everything is just sitting there. But let me tell you this, that moment is my closest, or yours, if you choose to start adventuring onto this, it's the closest thing in your daily life and the quantum field, that moment that you first awaken. Stay there. Don't rush. The field, like Horace said in his reading, it waits for your direction. It's not going to force you. It's not going to tell you anything. It's all under your own control. See, quantum physics describes this the same thing that we feel on this plane. They describe it as electrons, photons, and atoms, which that's what it is. We were born from that. We are that. But here's what observation means when it says, well, the observer, you're the observer. It means when you're in your daydreams, you see a screen on your mind. So please pay attention to that and don't so busy to escape it. It means that we have the screen on our mind. I keep doing that every time I do some people's meditation in some groups. I like to show them the screen on their mind, because what you fixate on is what you're observing. And let's say, for example, you had a potential of two things showing up on your screen. One is you can have a bad car accident. Oh, yeah, those things come up in your head because they're just thoughts. Then you might see, wow, I'm going across the stage to collect $1 million check. But you see, the one you fixate on is what you observe. So the minute you decide that, oh, and you lose it and get all nervous, you just owned it. You match. Everything we see, we have a reaction to it, whether it's a peaceful reaction, or a not so peaceful one. But the choice is ours. So when I hear the word, you're going to be in a bad car accident, I say, oh, no, I don't think so. I don't get upset and go, whoa, freak out. I just go, no, that's not what I'm looking for. I would rather see me do another whatever I want to do next, but I want it to be something that's happy. Then that feeling that I feel becomes my vibration. That happy thing that I'm observing becomes my manifestation. Does that make sense? See, the potential moves to the form whatever I want and whatever I observe. I'm clear about that. But the minute you learn it and get clear on it, you'll start to practice it more and you'll understand what you need to do in order to do that. It doesn't happen overnight because you didn't practice it. Remember, you have parts of the brain. The brain is neuroplastic. You have parts of it that can be changed at any given time. The choice is yours. But whatever you focus on or observe, it becomes the form manifested based on your fixation. So the minute you worry about something too long, but the minute you start thinking about, oh my God, that felt so good. I think I do want to have that celebration. Oh, I think I do want to see that new house. Oh, I think I do. That's what you're going to see. But the other one about, but what if that happens and then and then you go down and down in the drain. Moving from the form to potential, moving from the potential, you got to be in the potential first, to the form means that you understand your own vibration, your own life, because now you know that, oh, I'm not going to move that with me. No, you stay in the potential with that one. I don't want that. You get it? And that's what I said the other morning when I said, I think I heard myself say something about a bad cry. I said, no, you stay in the potential. That, matter of fact, get out of my bed. And I start teasing it, laughing at it. You can't be upset. Because when you find yourself daydreaming in a fear, you're going to manifest something that matches the vibration that you feel. I got to stop for a minute and just let you hear me. That feeling is your vibration. Your vibration invites the potential to step forward so you can experience it in the form. So what would you like to experience in the form? The things that scare you or the things that make you feel great? Because that's what you got to work on when you sit with yourself. Your mind is going to 24/7 show you pictures. Grab the picture that works. But see what many people do, because they don't have these trained minds, you got to train your mind. They don't train their mind, so they go into that, oh my God, as if it's true already. And guess what? It becomes such. See, it doesn't matter whether you experience something good or not. It's just going to manifest an exact match to what you're feeling and thinking and doing. What matters is your vibration. In that daydream, whatever it was, if it was a scary moment or if it was a fabulous moment, you are going to get a complete match to it. See, because the minute you observe it and grab it, the energy begins to pulse life through your strong emotions because of what you observe. Now you get it? When people keep saying, observe, the observer, you are the observer in your life. There's no other person. But you got to believe what you want is what you want. Oh, I want that. That's not going to give, nothing's going to give you out of it, but it's giving you all these ideas, but you're not listening. I got to go cook. Oh, I got to go do this. You're not sitting. Your mind is constantly showing you things on that screen. That's your vibration. And the form is going to show up in the experience based on how much time you spend. I was going to say expel, but how much time you spend in that particular idea of thought. Manifestation is form. This somebody thought of the mirror, how he wanted it to be a big face and a little face on, something like that. And the person just kept on it until he got it. That's the moment that the invisible becomes visible. Quantum physics says that reality exists as the potential until your observation selects the outcome with your vibration. Now, you select the outcome with how you react to it. Oh, I'm going to fall? Oh, so there you go. The emotions, I'm just saying, the story is yours. Whatever your mind tends to dream up is your own creation of a particular outcome for a manifestation, but it's your creation. Don't be mad. Don't be jealous of somebody else for having theirs because you haven't learned how to practice. And you got it. I'm here to teach it. But you got to say, hey, I'm going to come to the class, Rosedale, and I'm not going to waste your time. I'm not saying people do that, but I'm just saying, I got it. I understand it. I can tell you how to go about it, but you got to be down with this. Quantum physics works just like that. The quantum field is pure potential. The potential is always already there, always, right now, right next to me in the field. It's no field out there in the sky. It's right in my presence, right next to me. You're not creating the electrons on the quantum field. You're just creating from a reaction of yours to your observation. It's either going to be on the fear side or the love side, but you are reacting. You're choosing your future through your vibration. The field waits for you. And I like the word, the field waits, because the field is not forcing you to make a decision. It's waiting. Oh, really? You want to feel like that? It's not going to say, hey, stop feeling that way. You know that if I do that, it's going to go there. So I have to figure out a way, train my mind. You can't see photons and functions, of course, because it's seen by these big, awesome, whatever you got we have in the science world. We got these big magnifyings, whatever they are, microscopes. Don't worry about what you can't see. You can't see those photons in those ways, but you can feel. We're connected. Feelings signal the quantum field through our vibrations. So when you feel vibrations emotionally, what happens is you now fixated onto a great thing, but you got to feel the good emotions. You got to learn and practice feeling them, because they're not easy to feel because you weren't used to using those emotions. So when I understood that and I felt my own vibrations over the years, that was a game changer. I changed my meaning of prosperity. Prosperity is powerful in my life now. Abundance is powerful in my life now. Health is my vibrant health is powerful in my life right now. And the way I choose to live my life is all because I learned the meaning of all of this stuff, prosperity, wealth, and all of that stuff. So you want to know how I did that? Well, I changed by catching my daydreams. There's a lot of them that come through. If you don't listen, you'll be getting all kind of crap going on in your life. And so when you look at people who keep having one issue after the other, I had lunch with somebody yesterday and she has all these issues. After, I don't say anything. I just enjoy my time out having lunch with somebody. But the thing about this is happening in my, and then every now and then I try to throw a little thing in there and I say, yeah, well, she can't hear that yet. It's just okay. It's all right. She can't hear it. You know, if she were to pay me and say, could you help me do that? Oh, she'd be hearing the things I'm saying. But you can't. You got to stop. You got to be trained. You have to train yourself because they trained you this way, but you got to unlearn all the things you knew before. So I changed by catching my daydreams before they became my observations. And then they can't form those vibrations that I used to get back in the day. Because I remember I used to dream things like I would stay broke, the broke person I was like 30 years ago, right? And I was thinking that I was never going to recover financially back then. But you see, when I kept seeing that, I kept getting those fearful things and I kept getting the brokenness. I kept getting the broke girl. So I changed my mind to consistently sit with myself and relax with my oneness. No, I should say relax in it, because we are in this thing. We ain't with it. It's right here. And I trained my body and I trained my mind to connect itself. And I had a girl for the first time yesterday and she got it right away. I said, let me just tell you, we don't just work out. Got it? We connect the mind, body, and spirit. You know, that girl went click. Yes, I get it. I said, I don't care nothing about you running on all those that and picking up all them weights. Your mind is not in the game. Your body is not there. You see your body as some disconnection. And if you're going to see that, don't make me come in here on a Saturday. And she cracked up laughing because she knew this lady is not playing. I see it loud and clear in a body when I'm working with one. So what happens is I meet myself with breath instead of fear. And so nowadays, I don't stay in those moments long enough for them to ruin my plans. See, the minute you have plans, say you say, oh, I'm going into being a Zumba, right? That's you, Alan. So I'm going to do this. But you let all those things get in there and ruin your plans. You will stop letting that happen when you start to realize that, hey, I trained this mind. And then you know what? You know what awareness is really, awareness really is? It's waking up. See, I live with the awareness now that anything I want already exists in this quantum field right here. And it's the potential. And it's right here beside me, in front of me, behind me, it's everywhere around me. All I got to do is just sit, and all those beautiful ideas and thoughts come flowing through me. That's what I'm awakened to every morning. Wake up, everybody, because whatever I want moves from the potential to the form after I sit with myself long enough to observe it. Now, if you don't stay there long enough, I may tell somebody, just do it for 5 minutes. And if they're going to keep me to my word and stay there for just for 5 minutes, that thing could come in the 6th minute. You see, on the screen, you're looking for the screen of your mind to just come vibrant to you. That's all you want. And it's not going to happen the first time around. You know why? Because everything's convoluted in the beginning, because you're not ready yet. But boy, when you observe it, oh, you got it. And so when I started to observe it, I got to meet the version of me that already lives in this life here. So this girl right here was calling that girl 30, 40 years ago, right here. But it had to be a lot of time I spent in observation. Don't think I just got up one day and said, hey, my life has changed. No, it was a lot of changes. It was a lot of people that coached me, that had to be my spiritual practitioner. It was a lot of mentors. It was a lot of everything. It was a lot of the books. It was a lot of science. So I couldn't come out of that mess that I was in 30 years ago if I didn't take the time to do this. That's why I love this, because when I watch a person do what I do, immediately they get it faster than I got it, because I had to learn it and do all that. A little bit more time came out of it on mine. But on the person that I'm literally working with, yeah, they're good to go. Because I feel the form before it even arrives, because I know how to feel now, and I'm really practiced up. But that vibration is what I know brings it into my life for me to experience. But here's the thing about embodiment. Embodiment is just repetition. There's a part of your brain that right away, every time the one part, well, I'll call it the hippocampus, would say, well, you know, it's called the hippocampus, actually. It will say, oh, I don't know what this is. This is new. I got to sit down here with myself. Wow. And now you keep doing it anyway. And you keep doing it anyway. And you keep doing it. Then all of a sudden, it moves to the other part of the brain that, when it has a lot of repetition, it's called the basal ganglia. And that particular part of the brain starts to say, oh, I saw this. I see it again. I see it again. Now it goes into the body. Embodiment is repetition. So the first time you practice a new movement, I want to promise you this, your body does not believe you. Doesn't. It's not used to you moving. But repetition, but repetition teaches your bones. See, I know the potential becomes the form after my observation. So it's all about me becoming a match to that outcome that I want. So I spent many years believing that this thing is going to happen for me, because this is what I was learning, what was happening. I've seen them do it with these people paying lots of money to get, to learn this stuff. And I just kept studying it and studying it. I spent more time than I could have spent anywhere else, but I sure am glad Because in the quantum field, that leader that I am today already existed the whole doggone time as the potential. And she was waiting for me to choose her, this woman right here. See, I wasn't failing in life like I thought I was before I started doing all these transformations. I was just observing the wrong potential. And yes, like I said in the beginning, I used to get fearful thinking that I'm going to remain broke. But I had to let that potential, I was observing the wrong potential, and I had feelings behind that. Here's what I know now. When you daydream something that scares you, that creates a vibration of fear, and you experience a match to that. That's what your life experience will be. The universe didn't give me a promotion. Nobody gave me a promotion. I gave me a promotion. It only thing that the universe did was responded to my vibration that I became as I trained my mind. Does that make sense? Your mind isn't resisting you. It's just that you cannot manifest a future that you haven't rehearsed. What are you practicing? You don't need to understand the quantum field. Like, you don't need to be a scientist or a psychologist. I just put myself in that realm. You just need to understand your vibration. How am I feeling today? Because you don't have to fight old patterns. You just have to stop feeding them. And then you choose a new set of patterns that you want to see in your life. See, you're changing the who that experiences the physical form when you wake up. Say that again, Rosedale. What did I just say? Your experience, the person that becomes the physical form when you wake up. When you wake up, so wake up, everybody. If you want prosperity or health to move from the potential to the form for you, you have to wake up. If you want abundance to come to you, you have to wake up. From the potential to the form, you got to wake up so you can see it happening in your life. You have to observe it. You are an observer who manifests a vibration, but through vibration. So you have to wake up and change your mind to understand that. You have to wake up. So when I say wake up, everybody, it's a call to change. It's a call to observe. It's a call to recognize your vibration. So our giving part is the same process that we're talking about today. It's about allowing the unseen, the potential, to take form, your donation. See, your support is an investment in the field that teaches you how to transform your life from the inside out. And your support keeps this community alive so it can keep supporting you. See, this community exists to show people how to move the potential into your experience, and your giving teaches us and keeps it alive. So today, give. And as you're giving, remember that energy lives in this space to support you. So thank you for strengthening and moving from the potential to the form with us and see how it works. And also, thanks for trying to be here today and seeing us right now on YouTube. Remember, meet life with your breath. And what you just felt is the moment from the potential, the movement from the potential to the form. Every time you wake up, you manifest a new potential, and there are thousands more coming in your life. This isn't your last one. And that's how transformation really works. Transform is the name of the game, but manifesting is going to be done with your vibration because of what you're observing when you sit with yourself. So as we wrap up our time together, remember that moving from the potential to the form happens constantly. You don't just get one manifestation and that's the end of life. So you pay attention and wake up. There's a lot of them coming. You just got to wake up and see them. Moving from the potential to the form means choosing by your observation to match your vibrations so you can manifest the best outcome each and every time you get a new outcome. And the more consistently you sit with yourself, the easier it becomes to move from the potential to the form. The quantum field is always supporting your release and your freedom. So until we get together again, moving from the potential to the form carries you forward in life. So keep watching your movements. And so it is.